Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about a few different topics. They're all around the same category, which is about self-love, the art of detachment, and just being the best person you can be for yourself. I used to get a lot of requests about making videos about confidence and just how to love yourself, and I just always put it off because I didn't know exactly like how I wanted to say the things that I wanted to say. I just have a lot of thoughts in my head, and I just felt like immense pressure in how I would word things the way that I would want things to be worded. I had to get over that fear, and that's why I'm filming this video today. You guys are currently in my car right now. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Make sure you guys are practicing self-distancing. 2020 has been an incredibly difficult year, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going through it as well, especially with this quarantine. But I hope you guys are finding ways to be productive, or taking this time to just relax and truly self-reflect. But in the span of 3 months, I've lost a loved one through cancer. I have been dealing with a lot of financial insecurity with my family and just a lot of other family trauma, and I've recently just gotten out of a long-term relationship. Just want to let you guys know that I truly empathize with you if you're going through a difficult time as well, and that's why I feel like it is very crucial for me to share with you guys how I've been coping with everything, how I am living rather than just surviving. And yeah, I know it's really cheesy, but I hope you guys can take something out of this video, and if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I originally had this video all planned out talking about like how to glow up for free. I don't know if you guys can see, but I wrote a lot of thoughts down. The main focus of this video is just going to be how to be a happier person, how to find self-confidence, especially when the world is just like beating you down. So 2020 has been incredibly difficult, and for the first time in my life, it truly felt like the world was against me. In January, my grandpa passed away, and I haven't felt that kind of like pain in a long time. Like losing someone to death, seeing how it affected my family members, especially my mom, seeing everyone become so weak because of grief. They put my whole life into perspective, and I realized how short and how precious life really is. I told myself that I could not slack off. I come from an immigrant family, so there's just that much more pressure in succeeding for the sake of my family and just ensuring that they get the life that they deserve because of how much they have given to me and how much they have sacrificed. In January, I felt really sad, and I tried my best to use that energy into school, into just being the most productive person that I could be, because I told myself if I just get through January, February is going to be amazing. But no, life does not work that way. Life does not give you breaks. It does not just go on pause for you. So when February came, I was like, this is the fresh beginning that I've been needing. And yeah, things were good for maybe like a couple of days, and life became hard again. And that's when I came to the realization that life is always going to be hard. Life is always going to throw things at you, and it's really gonna feel like life is against you. What I've learned is to detach myself. And this doesn't mean to not feel your emotions. This does not mean to suppress everything and to just have a fear of opening up to people. This just means taking yourself out of that mindset, taking yourself out of that situation, and seeing everything as it is, away from all the emotion. And this reflects on impulsive thinking. This reflects on having pettiness towards a situation or a person because of how much harm they have put you in. Detachment is choosing your peace and your happiness above everything. Completely honest with yourself, seeing your faults, seeing things that you can improve on, seeing why things did not work out the way you wanted them to. When the world is against us, we always ask ourselves, why is this happening to me? Like, what did I do to deserve this? Do I not deserve happiness? But instead, we should ask ourselves, what is this trying to teach me? What can I take away from this entire situation, this depressive episode? What can I take away from this that is going to benefit me in the best way? And I swear to you guys, this mindset has gotten me through everything, because poor circumstances are always going to arise. But once you ask yourself, what can I do about this? What can I take away from this situation that is going to benefit me in the best way? You kind of manipulate the world around you. You start putting yourself first and the world attacking you second. You start to see everything as it is. I know it's a lot easier said than done. If you make that mindset switch, things just become a lot easier. Life doesn't become easier, but you become stronger. Then life just seems to become easier because you are able to handle things and your mind is able to take in things in a much better manner. That's not only going to help you survive, but also just live your life happily. And in my 18 things I learned video, I don't know if you guys watched it, but there's this quote that I said that everything happens for a reason, or we make reason of it. And when I say we make reason of it, I'm gonna really emphasize that because this is so important. Some things just happen and they're just really unfair. We truly are all victims of life because life can be so hard sometimes. But once you get in the mindset that we are in control of our lives, we can control our happiness. We can control what we pay our mind to. Sometimes we can't control how we feel, but we can really control how we react to things. And this goes back to this video I watched maybe 1 to 2 years ago that really like blew my mind, and I'll link it down below. I don't remember the name of it, but it's about this man and he's in an interview and he talks about how our feelings and our reactions to things can manifest into a physical reaction, like an anxiety attack or a panic attack or just overall stress. And the key thing that I learned from this entire video is learning how to shorten your refractory period of your emotional reaction. And what this means is to pay attention to how you react to things, pay attention to how long you react to things for. Whether you are a student or you are just dealing with financial stress or other kind of stresses, we live in stress, we select the worst possible outcome of anything. We begin to emotionally embrace it with fear. We use the problems and all the circumstances, all the conditions of life, reaffirm our limitations. And then we get ourselves stuck in the cycle of, I will be happy once I get this. I'll feel pretty once I have this. I'll start to love myself once my body starts to look like this. The dangerous thing about thinking like that is you are limiting yourself, you're limiting your happiness, and you're really just putting your happiness into this abstract future when you can just have that happiness now, knowing that you will get there. It brings in the law of the attraction. And honestly, you guys, I have not done enough research, enough reading to fully talk about this topic, so maybe I'll talk about it later on. I'm going to tell you guys what I got out of it to help me during these times. The moment you feel abundant, you are generating wealth. The moment that you feel whole, your healing begins. Healing without closure, healing without an explanation. Someone does something to hurt you and you don't understand how can that person ever do that. Take a step back, you take a little breather, and we always think of the worst case scenario of why things happen, but instead we should choose the best case scenario. View it as it is. They probably hurt you because they didn't know how to handle themselves. They didn't know how to fully express how they feel, and that's why you got the short end of the stick. And maybe some people do things out of malicious intent. Sometimes where our mind goes when things go bad, because we truly find comfort in being the victim of things. We start to emotionally embrace sadness. That's like the most default mood sometimes. But when you can manipulate the situation in a way that's going to benefit you, that's where I believe happiness and healing begins, because you are putting yourself first. And to answer the question, why can this person do this to me when I would never do that to them, is understanding that not everyone is you, and not everyone's gonna have that same mindset, that same forgiveness, the same levels of empathy as you. Truly be okay with that. Healing starts now, and healing is about finding contentment during the process, and healing is understanding that happiness is sometimes fleeting. Healing starts from within, and healing starts from right here. Let me put this in a visual way. So imagine yourself in a bubble, but you're not closing yourself off to people, you're just protecting your peace. Outside is going to be the circumstances, outside is going to be the petty people, the people who just don't bring good energy to your life. Always aim to protect your peace, because when you become one with your body and your mind, things just start to click. Like, you become more confident because you know that life will knock you down sometimes, but you're always going to get back up. Not everyone's going to like you, and not everyone's going to understand your mindset, but knowing that you are your person, knowing that you have enough love, enough respect, enough energy for yourself to protect your own peace. We are going to take responsibility of our lives, because you know why? Because the alternative is always going to be worse. There is always a way to things, and the only thing that is limiting ourselves, it's not our circumstances, it's us. The main point of this video is to recognize your worth, your potentials, protect your peace, protect your happiness, let it grow, because you are your person and you are the only one that can decide what's gonna happen next in your life. Putting yourself first does not mean to be completely selfish and disregard how other people feel. Putting yourself first means to be able to say no to things and people that make you feel empty, but say yes to things that you know will benefit you, but you're just scared. It's hard to see this quarantine in a benefiting way for us, because it sucks. Like, we're just at home, we can't see our friends. Past 3 months have been horrible, and the last thing I would want to be is at home. I really want to go on a hike right now. I really want to drive to the beach. I just want to be outdoors. I hope that you guys are practicing social distancing. It's not only about us, it's about our community, it's about the frontliners, nurses, the doctors, all those people that are putting their lives at risk to protect us. So I hope you guys take this time to self-reflect. Not too much where you go crazy and you feel like you're doing everything wrong in life, but to truly think about the things that I've said. Use this time to learn how to love yourself. Start doing things that made you happy before but you didn't have time to do. Just get back to who we are at the core. And for all the college students and high school students, or just students in general that are going through the online system, I know it's hard, but please be kind to your professors, your TAs, because they did not anticipate this as well. And that we are paying for education, so let's put ourselves first and be the best person that we can be for ourselves and for the people that we love. Change is scary, but change is also good, and it puts things into perspective. I hope I was able to help you guys see things from different perspectives. That's going to aid you in healing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I want to be that friend for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.